The shadows under Coldwater Bridge. Part I. The discovery. In the rural outskirts of Oregon, Coldwater Bridge wasn't famous for anything, except that every few months, someone swore they heard crying under it. Locals brushed it off as coyotes or teenagers messing around. But on October 3rd, 2019, a construction inspector named Helen Brooks went down to check the foundation after reports of erosion. She never finished the inspection. 2 fishermen later found her climbing out of the ravine, shaking, soaked, and barely speaking. The only thing she kept repeating was, "It followed me." Part II. The first clue. A week later, a paranormal researcher named Mark Delaney arrived. He wasn't a ghost hunter type. He documented unexplained acoustics, echoes, vibrations, infrasound. Mark stood under the bridge at sunset, holding a recorder. For 5 minutes, nothing happened. Then the recorder captured a whisper. "Helen." Mark froze. He hadn't said a word. Helen was at the hospital. There was no one under the bridge. When he played the audio back again, another whisper layered over the first. "You came back." Mark scrambled up the embankment, tripping twice, and didn't return for 3 days. But when he finally reviewed the recording again, he noticed something else. A low, rhythmic thumping beneath the whisper, like footsteps, but they came from inside the concrete pillars. And they were getting closer. Part III. Helen's story. When she finally spoke, Helen said she had heard crying under the bridge, soft, almost gentle. When she followed the sound deeper into the archway, the crying stopped. Then she heard footsteps behind her. Slow, wet, bare. Helen turned, but no one was there. When she moved toward the exit, the footsteps sped up. She ran. But the thing chasing her didn't run. It crawled, fast, and it breathed like a drowning person gasping for their last bit of air. "It didn't want to touch me," she said. "It wanted to learn me." Part IV. The capture. On his second visit, Mark brought a stationary night vision camera. He placed it under the bridge facing the lower arch. At 1:13 a.m., the crying started. The camera trembled. A pale shape appeared on the ground, flat at first, like a shadow. Then it rose upward, stretching as if unfolding from the concrete itself. It had no face, no arms, just a long, distorted torso, dragging itself forward like liquid bone. The audio caught 3 words. "I see you." At 1:14 a.m., the camera shut off. Part V. The real horror. 2 days later, Mark disappeared. His phone was found on the ground near the trail leading to the ravine. The last video on it was only 3 seconds long. The underside of Coldwater Bridge. A wet dragging sound. Then a whisper. "Mark." Authorities searched for 6 weeks. Nothing. When they drained part of the river for inspection, divers found deep scratch marks, human nails, carved into the concrete from the inside of one of the bridge pillars. As if someone had been trying to claw their way out. The case is still open. Coldwater Bridge remains standing. And people still report hearing crying at night. Authorities tell them it's just the water. Locals know better. They say once you hear the crying, the bridge remembers you. And the shadows underneath start learning your name.